Hello. Welcome back to another episode of This Is the Thing. I am Dalton Bradford, and as always, this is...
Robert Devaney.
Hey, Robert.
How's it going, man?
How's that chocolate milk? That's what I want to first ask.
It's good.
It's good.
I'm slurping it. It's actually almost gone. I just made it.
You're the dairy man.
I am the
dairy man. You just point and tease. Dairy man, dairy man.
If there's dairy, I'm usually around.
You could find me in the bottom of a bag of shredded cheese.
Yeah. I mean, there is certain dairy I don't like. Like cottage cheese.
Yeah. I mean, who just eats cottage cheese? Do people just eat cottage cheese just straight out of the tub?
Probably the same people like mint chocolate.
Same exact people. How's it going, buddy? How you been?
Awful. How about you?
Same. Moving
on. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something more entertaining in life. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this time real quick.
What time?
It is 11:05 p.m.
Oh yeah, it's pretty late.
It's late. It's Saturday night for us. Y'all be catching this Monday or whatever day you listen to the podcast. 3 months from now, I don't know.
Yeah, some of you.
The time is now, and the place is here.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, this is the latest we've ever done a podcast.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
If you catch me snoring in about 10-15 minutes, just scream.
Buddy, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning on 4 hours of sleep. I'm feeling pretty rough right now.
This is bad. You know why?
Why?
When you get tired, does everything get funny?
Everything gets
like just everything.
Real dumb, dude.
Pudding cup. Yeah, it gets bad.
Did you see how that dog was licking his toes?
Is that what you turn into?
I don't know.
Yeah, so this could be pretty bad.
It could be
for all the listeners out there,
So this is a late night for us.
We're doing it at night. We're gonna see how it feels. We may want to do it all the time at night.
At night.
Yeah, I like the SpongeBob scenario,
Yeah.
Doing the podcast at night. Drinking dairy at night.
Massively depressed all the time.
Just all the time.
Oh.
Just all the time. So, what is that? What's those questions you used to answer? Like, frequently, not frequently,
most likely, somewhat likely.
Somewhat likely. It's all the time.
Yeah, all the time. The first one across the whole thing.
How often am I depressed? All the time.
Oh man, yeah. So we're gonna see how this thing goes. Hope you guys
we're doing it because we care about the people.
Yeah, because
we didn't really have the time to do it this week.
This week was, real rough for us to be able to schedule this thing. We've been on complete opposites before, but this one was all week, complete opposite schedules. We still got to give the people what they want, so we're here for you guys at night.
At night, yeah.
What are we getting into tonight, man?
Dude. Oh my gosh, what are we not going to get into? We've already talked about dairy. We've talked about nighttime. There's endless possibilities here. Pudding cups.
We're on it.
Dear Lord. So I do want to bring up an issue we have.
All right.
I didn't mention this to you. We did not talk about this yet. Actually, me and my wife just got done talking about it on my ride home. So for y'all that listen to the podcast, we have a very good beat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's not pretty good. It's fire.
Yeah. Phenomenal with an F.
It's straight lit. Yeah. Okay. So we need a theme song, dude. We need to put some lyrics.
You think
you
think so?
I think we need to put some lyrics behind it.
Okay.
I've always wanted to spit bars.
Never mind. No lyrics. We don't need it.
I think we need a theme song.
And how would this go?
I don't know.
Hum it. Just give me a little. Give me something. It's your idea,
I mean, hang on. I gotta get into it.
I gotta catch my groove.
I just want some this is the thing has to be in it, right?
Obviously.
And just mentioning it. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Is it a rap song? Is it more of like a poppy, singy song?
Right.
Are we gonna rob and big it?
Yeah. Or is it gonna be sensual?
Well, yeah. Is it gonna talk about us, or is it just gonna be about the podcast? Or, I think there's some things we need to hammer out here.
I think there's a lot of things that we'll need to discuss on what the topic of that would be.
All I want is catchiness.
Yeah.
I want it to be catchy.
What if we just took a whole bunch of we hired one of those people from YouTube that makes clips into songs?
Yeah.
And they just clipped all of our greatest hits, and turned it into a song.
Yeah, for real. I think the beat, using the same beat.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work.
You think so?
Yeah, because I'm going to have to do it. I know how much work it's going to be.
So, is this going to be straight you?
Yeah, because you still don't have a job in this.
Nobody told. Hey, we gave it to the listeners, and they didn't give me one.
No, they didn't.
Not one person. We had 33 listens on this new podcast, and not one out of 33 people came up to me and was like, "Hey, this needs to be your job."
You want to? Hey, so something that I kind of wanted to start doing real quick.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's start reading off the reviews and the comments that we're getting on here. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right.
If you want your review read, you have to go leave one first.
And we will read your review. So, first up, title, Vote for Mint Chocolate. I don't want to read this one. It says vote for it. Do we need to? Should we skip this? Skipped. Just kidding. Mint chocolate chip ice cream is definitely one of my favorite top 5 ice creams. Ben & Jerry's has a milk and cookies flavor ice cream. It's chocolate chip cookie dough mixed with cookies and cream. It's so good. I really enjoyed this one, even though I'm a mint chocolater, so apparently my opinion doesn't matter.
I think it should have been mint chocolatier.
Yeah. So
I'm a mint chocolatier.
I'm
like a Three Musketeer. I'm a mint chocolatier. When we take all the mint chocolate people and put them, that's what they can be called.
The mint chocolatiers.
I feel like when I have somewhere else, we'll put them somewhere else.
Yeah,
I feel like, and then be like when you have kids or something, be like, no, that's where the mint chocolatiers live.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
It's a trap.
Everything the light touches is yours. The darkness is where the mint chocolatiers live.
So I guess I want to catch up on all of the reviews. Some of these are from whenever we first started, but I really want to give you guys a shout out for everyone.
So you want me to show you what I've been working on?
I wanted to read the rest of the reviews.
No, go ahead. I was excited. Sorry.
It's my turn.
We'll just put me on.
It's not all about you. Hold, please. I enjoy listening to the podcast. You guys are great. I would like to know more about the BBT. LOL. The movie with Clint Eastwood and the monkey is called Every Which Way But Loose.
I need to watch that movie.
That's the one you were talking about, right?
Yep, we need to watch that. I haven't ever watched it. I've seen clips of it.
She wants to know more about the BBT. In time. Yeah. In time.
Oh, it'll come.
When the mood strikes.
It will come.
These guys are funny and super real. Love listening every Monday.
That's a dedicated person every Monday right there.
Every Monday.
That almost sounds like one of our wives.
Yeah, it kind of does. The intro beat is fire.
I feel like I said this.
Needs to be longer.
Theme song.
Theme song.
This is the thing.
Never mind. No song.
Maybe more falsetto, like this is the thing. This is the thing.
Let's harmonize.
Yeah, okay.
This is
the thing.
This is the
thing.
This is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing.
Thing. Yeah.
Hello.
We come up with something, anything, dude.
It would be good.
It would be, wouldn't it?
I kind of like it now.
And I think we need to sing it.
I think we need to sing it too.
Probably more you, but
no, we're gonna harmonize on it. Let's do it. You'll come over to the house and we'll hit the studio and we'll lay this thing down.
Dude, I want to do it.
What you been working on? You're unmuted now.
Oh, I've been muted this whole time.
Yeah, no one heard anything you were saying though.
Oh, okay.
I put you on hold.
See, that's the kind of power the man holds right there.
I got all the buttons, guys.
So,
all the buttons.
I've got.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
Listeners, for the people who are just listening and not viewing, you need to go to YouTube. Stop the podcast and go to YouTube right now and come and look at the This Is the Thing merch. It is our first merch. It's a keychain with our faces on it. Oh my God.
With the orange?
That looks good. What's it made out of?
That is like a weird leather.
Why's it got to be weird?
Because it's like really kind of like stiff.
Dude.
Oh, my face got like ultra blurry. You see that? Hey!
You're still blurry.
Yeah.
That
looks good.
That is good, man. Did you do that or did Heather do that?
I know Heather did this.
Oh, I was about to say because that looks too good to be you.
This is the work of my wife, right there.
That is fantastic. Good job, Heather.
He said, "Good job, Heather."
I'm excited.
Hey, look. Yeah.
So is that when are we going to launch these?
I don't know. So part of me doesn't like the material. This is what the keychain will end up looking like.
Okay.
So this is the thing. I'm a little shaky on the material. I want to go back to metal.
I liked the metal, but that is also very nice too.
I mean, it's really hard. I don't know if you can hear that leather.
Yeah.
Nothing on the back, just plain orange.
So if you guys
totally our faces.
If you guys want one of these excellent keychains,
not that big as you can see in the reference in my hand.
Yeah.
Not that big.
You guys can contact us at thisisthethingcontact@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us on Facebook. This is the Thing Podcast, and we can get that for you guys.
Dude, you mentioned those look really good. I mean, you just ain't getting the full glory of it if you ain't holding it. I'm telling you, dude.
I'm excited. That is nice,
this is
dude.
Cool. Dude, this is wicked right here.
I'm excited.
This is cool.
Good job, Heather.
That our faces are on something. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. But anyway, I mean, I ain't been working on anything. Who cares?
Who cares? So,
oh man. So, hey, did you get to do anything? Did you do anything this evening? It was a beautiful day, dude.
No, because no, I don't want to get into that.
What you did after work?
I worked I'm on my 7th day now, straight.
You gotta love it, right?
I'm tired, man.
Guess what are you? You only getting one off day a week or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's kind of exactly like that. What about you? Did you do anything?
Dude, I'll tell you what, I ain't got to worry about it. Because you know what I got? I got one of these.
Is this just a podcast where we're just showing off all of our goods?
Look at everything I own.
Yeah.
This is my wife.
You just pick the camera up and just take us on an MTV Crib style tour.
So this is the bedroom
and the dairy, the dairy drawer.
It was always MTV Cribs. That's a show. There used to be a lot of good MTV shows, dude.
I wouldn't call them.
He's talking about.
I wouldn't call them good.
You used to watch Cribs?
I used to watch it, but have you gone back and watched them now?
No. I mean, you used to watch Room Raiders?
Yeah, that's another really bad one. Parental Control, another
Parental Control.
Next.
Pranked. Next. Next was hilarious.
Yeah, go back and watch them now. It's pretty cringy.
Is it really?
It's really, really bad.
So I learned something about like Robin Big was one, you know.
Well, that was good.
That one was amazing. It's probably one of my favorite shows of like all time. But you know that show was originally supposed to be like scripted.
Robin Big.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that wouldn't have been very good.
It wasn't. That's why they scratched it.
Deerdeck's not the scripted kind of guy.
No, he's not.
He's pretty good at improv.
I mean, what I read might have been wrong. I don't know. Not everything you read on the internet's true, right? You know what I mean?
But if it's on This Is the Thing, it's always true.
So, no, getting back to the weather, dude, just being pretty. I want to talk about one thing because we've talked about school a lot, right?
Yeah.
And it's that time of year for spring break.
Yeah, it is.
Spring break.
Spring break.
In school, that was
like forever.
When you were in school, that was like one of your favorite things. That was like one of your favorite weeks was spring break.
It's the greatest week ever.
Because you realize after that, the next time was summer break.
Yeah, and you didn't have much longer.
No, like a month or two or something like that.
Yeah.
You're like, if I can just hammer this out.
It was like the pregame to summer.
Yeah. You're like, oh,
let's warm it up. Let's warm up the streets.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking today about getting older in school. I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I was thinking like I'm tired, and now we're going to do this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like when you was in kindergarten, you had to take naps, right?
Yeah.
And that just sucked, right?
Yeah, it was a terrible thing.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I gotta take a nap.
Oh man, there's so much other pictures I gotta color.
Yeah, and like in high school, if they would have been like, hey, there's a nap time, I'm like, can I sign up for that period? Ain't it weird just how the roles reverse?
And as you get an adult, you're begging. Can we have nap time?
Can we just do nap?
Can we just do?
I realize I know I get an hour lunch, but if I could just get 1 hour of nap time.
Yeah, lunch and then nap. So 2 hours consecutive.
Yeah. Because usually after I eat is a good time to take a nap because I'm full.
Yeah.
Like a bear, I've hibernated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
We need nap time, son.
We need nap time.
But no, so going back to spring break.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out there. So spring break was like the week. You remember we didn't used to have fall break.
I had fall break.
Well,
we only had. Well, it was like for a few days for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but then they started giving out like a whole week of fall break.
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah, I know.
Free days.
Idiots. Yeah, we didn't do that.
I want free days.
We're too busy trying to find a way to spend snow days.
Yeah, we were too busy trying to get educated.
Yeah, but anyway, spring break was
with our education.
Spring break was like the thing, right?
Yeah.
It's the kickoff to spring.
Yeah, it lets you know it's time.
It is. It's like it's here. It's official. Mm-hmm. You can go do spring things now, right?
Yeah.
You can wear bright colors now. Your life is happier now.
Yeah.
It's about being outside.
It's coming out of seasonal depression. It's getting out on the porch.
So when you think spring break, what do you think of?
Lemonade.
Lemonade. Like, I feel like what's those tests that you hold up and you're supposed to look at it and
the Rorschach test?
Yes. I feel like that's what we just did. Yeah. Like I'm going to give you a word and you tell me the first thing you think of.
That's word association.
Is it word association?
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to go spring break.
Lemonade.
Lemonade. Okay, lemonade.
Birds.
Birds?
Mm-hmm.
Lemonade and birds?
Yeah.
Week off from school.
Trees.
Tree.
I'm just saying the first thing that comes to my mind.
I don't think it's you're supposed to think of something that makes sense.
Oh, I thought you just say the first thing that came to your mind. You say the first thing that came to your mind. You ready? Road trip.
Car songs.
You thought.
I did think. I don't know. I thought road trip. God, you want me to say road trip back?
No, you're supposed
to. Road trip.
What?
I was like, you said road trip, and I was like, road trip.
Cheetos.
Car song. Because you got to sing songs in the car when you're on a road trip.
You say road trip, I say Cheetos.
Why would you say Cheetos?
Because you eat Cheetos. And
it's supposed to make sense. You're stupid. You're crazy. You're weird. You fail.
We'll talk about the road trip then.
So where do you go?
Well, I never went anywhere. I lived in the spring break destination.
Which was?
Destin, Florida.
Was that not the worst week of your life then?
It's the worst. No, it's not just 1 week.
Because everybody has a different spring break week.
So it's months. It's several months.
Several months.
It's at least, it's like a month and a half, 2 months. It's like, oh, it's Georgia's week this week, or oh, it's Alabama's week this week.
Oh, so y'all had it like pinpointed down.
Yeah.
Of how to make fun.
Well, yeah, because you would see all the license plates.
So, like, did you just not go to the beach or anything?
You can't. It's terrible.
The typical spring break trip is the beach.
Yeah, that's where
going
you go.
To the beach. That's what you do. If you go on spring break and you don't go to the beach, did you go on spring break? That's usually how
you're going to kick back and relax and take a load off.
Yeah, and what was so funny is like every time you went on vacation on the spring break, and like you met someone else there your age, like, oh, what are you doing here? You know, they're like, oh, I'm on spring break, and you're like, great. Another group of people that's on spring break. Like you was the only school in America that is allowed to have spring break.
Just take up all the sand. Why don't you? Save some for the rest of us.
So you just don't go to the beach that week when you live down there?
You can't get around, man. Like I was working. I mean, I lived there. So, I mean, I was still living life. I wasn't on spring break. I was living and working, and you can't get to work. The traffic is insane.
So when's the best time to go to Florida?
For who?
If you're living in Florida, when's the best time to go like enjoy the beach? What time of year?
We go in May.
It's not crowded in May?
It is, but it's a different kind because so you're not on summer break yet. So there's not a lot of people there. So you have more like families, it seems like.
You see, I never thought of this like Florida people hated us.
It's terrible. I hate you.
Just because we go down there, I can't help it. Y'all are the only place that have beaches.
Yeah, well, you know what? I would be fine with it. Okay.
I can't help it. It's the only state that's a peninsula.
Well,
do you even know what a peninsula is?
Yeah, it's a body of land surrounded by it's surrounded on 3 sides of by water.
I feel like you were really thinking.
I was trying to word it. Your face was making me question myself. It's a body of land surrounded by.
It's a body of land.
It's not a body of land. That's not the saying, is it?
It's a body of land that is protruding. We down in Florida got a lot of protruders down there. We got a protruder coming out.
Protruder alert.
Protruder alert.
So what? Okay, so I was a local, right?
You was.
So I guess I want to hear it from the vacationer side.
Okay.
All right. So you get in, you're driving down, you're past the road trip point, and you are coming into your destination. First thought,
get everything like as a kid or as an adult?
Let's go adult.
Adult? I mean, just get everything unpacked, get everything out of the car, and look around. I like to, now that I'm an adult, which is really weird, like when I get to my destination, I like to not go to my destination, but drive and see there's a Golden Corral when you senior discount, and like just find things that make sense. I mean, does that sound weird?
You want to get a lay of the land?
Yeah, get it. That's perfect right there. Get a lay of the land.
You're like, all right, let's set the week up here.
There's mini putt. There's another mini putt. Y'all be deciding now which mini putt y'all want to go to, and just.
Oh, look, a water park.
Yeah, no, we can probably too expensive. I ain't going there. We're on the beach. All right. Well, that's your water park right
That's
there.
free.
Go get slapped by the waves. Who needs a wave pool? So, yeah, just get a good, what all's around.
Okay.
After a road trip, I again, as an adult, I like to take a nap or something. Depending on how long it is. If it's Florida, I need to relax.
Yeah. Okay.
If I'm taking a 3-4 hour trip, I'm usually fine.
Okay.
I can do 3 or 4 hours. 5+, I need to chillax a little bit.
Usually, what's the first thing that you like to do when you get into, so you're unpacked and you've got a lay of the land. What's your first goal?
Depending on where we're at, like if it's the beach, just go to the beach.
Okay.
Just go walk it.
Okay.
Get down there in the nitty gritty.
I don't know. So what do you think about all the traffic? Do you accept it? You're like, oh, it's just spring break?
I just feel like it's like that all the time.
It is.
Like this.
You're
this
right.
Is life here. This is life. This release. But what's bad is like you go down there and like hey, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You usually have fun for a week, right?
Yeah.
But it's one of them things like after you do, and all vacations, most vacations are like this. After you do it for a week and you deal with like the people and everything, you're ready to go back home.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, it's over. Let's pack it back up.
Have you ever wanted to leave vacation early? Like it's to say you had like a 7-day planned. Have you ever been like, let's cut this thing early?
I have, but it's usually just like the last day.
Yeah.
And it's usually dreading the ride back home.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, if I got started right now.
I like to have a day at home.
Yes. So I plan all my vacations out to where I have 1 day at home.
And that day at home doesn't need to be unpack day, right?
Oh, that day's nothing.
There is no such thing. There's no such thing as unpack day. In our family, we just bring all the bags inside, and then they stay packed for a little while.
We somehow come back with more luggage than when we left.
Yeah, well, how can you pack the car
we start
perfectly on the way there?
Well, all the dirty clothes got to go in something different,
Yeah.
And you're like, well, now I've got extra because we took extra clean clothes because you never know. Yeah. Robert might poop on himself.
Well,
so we just.
So I need to get this straight. I need to understand something. Do you do this too? Do you pack? Do you pack extra underwear?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many pairs of underwear?
I have to pack extra underwear.
Hold on. Let me finish this. Okay, let me set you up here. Okay, so you only wear 1 pair of underwear a day, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how many underwear should you pack?
If it's 7 days, 7.
Right. How many underwear do you pack?
I'll pack like 9 or 10.
I'll pack like 11 to 15.
Will you really?
And then whenever I hit past the 7, my brain instantly goes, I might mess on myself. What?
Hey, real quick, to answer AR James 98, most Americans do drive to their vacation destination. That is a thing. I mean, flying is becoming more popular. I don't know where you're from, AR James. Yeah, extra underwear is a must.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but it's instant. Once you pass the 7th, the count.
But I don't take
underwear,
he brings up a good point because he put on, but only on vacation. Because like you're right, if it's a 7-day vacation, you obviously only need 7 things of underwear.
Yeah.
But I'll take like 9 or 10 because there might be a day that you might want to shower again or something like that. But I mean, it's not like I'm going to work and be, hey, where's my extra underwear at? Something may go down at work today where I may just poo all over myself. No, I just don't think about it.
Have you ever in the history of packing extra underwear ever pooed on yourself? To have to use that?
No, I think I've used extra underwear once where I was like, oh, I'm gonna take an extra shower today.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and which is different. I didn't take an extra shower because I pooped on myself.
If I'm a grown adult and I'm messing on myself, I mean, there's a problem. I think I've got bigger problems than packing extra underwear.
James, do y'all not drive anywhere in the UK? It's just you fly?
Wow.
Is that what's what? I'm sorry, I'm having a conversation
Yeah.
with James as
I
well.
see your side conversation over here.
Yeah.
Welcome to, Robert Devaney and AR James's podcast. Hello, hello.
You don't know what the food is like on vacation. Over here in America, it's a lot of Golden Corral
Elaine Cracker Barrel.
and Cracker Barrel. Hey, is TBF? Is that to be frank?
I think
Is that
to be frank. Well, so
pretty much fly most places? Yeah. Hey, see,
Okay,
I don't
so-
have fly money. I put that gas in the car and
I
gotta
got
go.
that gas money.
I got that gas money, out that fly money. It's a little expensive over here. The prices might be a little different in the UK.
Yeah,
Does TBF mean to be frank? I got to know. I'm really
I think
curious
it is.
now.
That sounds right.
To be fair, okay,
To be
I was
okay.
close.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So
Just
he's talking
like these guys are idiots.
So he's talking about food though. So when you go on vacation, do you like to eat your normal things like your Golden Corrals and your Cracker Barrels and your Taco
No,
Bells, or you like
when
to
you go out to eat, you got to do something different. If I'm going to the beach, I have to have seafood like 2 days
Yeah,
because it's fresh.
Yeah. Wait,
Dude, I
hold on.
like some fresh.
Let me ask
seafood.
you, what's fresh seafood to you? Like,
Oh, like catch of the day.
from where? Like, you going to like a Joe's Crab Shack?
No, there's just actually more. Not really well known places.
Yeah,
I go to like more like mom pops kind of stuff.
that's where it's at, dude. Do not
Yeah,
go commercial.
No, there's this one place in Florida we go to every time we go down. It's like an hour and a half drive. It's called the Dixie Crossroads.
Is it good?
And oh, dude, it is so good. They got these hush puppies covered in powdered sugar.
That sounds.
It sounds gross.
Sounds like
but
a heart attack.
Don't knock it until you tried it because it is great. Man, flying is cheap there. That's cool.
I'd like to go overseas.
Bad food hygiene. You see, in America, the food hygiene that you get in one state is usually identical to the next state. But I mean, you're crossing like borders over there, James. That sounds rough.
Would you ever go? I think my next vacation. I don't know about you, but I want to go like visit a new culture. I want to go overseas.
You want to go overseas? You want to go to the UK?
I think I want to go to Italy first.
Dude, Italy's on my top 5. I have a top 5. I have like a top 5 list.
You have a top 5?
I really do.
What it is?
So the places I would like to go, James may have been to these places. Let us know, bud. Italy's in there. I'd like to go to Greece.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to Israel.
Okay.
I would like to go to, for some weird reason, I've seen a lot of pictures of like the Netherlands.
Okay.
Like just like real pretty up there.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. And for some reason, I want to go somewhere in like England, like maybe a France, like Paris kind of thing.
Okay.
Or something like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily be like Paris, but that's kind of just what you think of, you know.
Yeah.
I think any of those kind of places in the main England.
My top one that I want to go to is Egypt.
Mm-hmm. Egypt, that's cool. That's actually really cool.
I love just Egypt in general, just Egyptian history and just the pictures. I mean, I've never
just being on the pyramids.
Yeah, like I want to scale a pyramid, jump down on the top of it.
You can't do that. You go to jail for that. I'm pretty sure.
I want to do it, so
I don't think you can.
I want to do it, so that means I'm going to do it.
You will go to jail.
That's okay. It'll be worth it.
And then you got to do like a bunch of stuff. Like you got to talk to like American Services or something
customs
like that.
And all that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You'll be.
Is that what customs is for?
Is that what senators do?
I think that's what. Yeah, I think. Does Egypt have mayors?
Who do you call there? Like, oh, I messed up. I couldn't read Egyptian. I didn't know it didn't say you can't climb on this.
Yeah. Do you call a lawyer? Is there?
Just a lawyer straight up, like, hey, I'm in jail because I climbed on the pyramids.
Yeah, hey, I messed up, bud.
There's actually, hey, you need to go to YouTube. There's actually videos of people doing that.
Really?
Yeah, the cops are waiting at the bottom.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, I mean, because they can't stay up there forever.
Yeah, it's pretty. I'm sure it's hot.
Well, there's no food. There ain't no Golden Corrals up there, man.
Yeah.
You probably be able to find one from there. You go, oh, there's one.
So do you like the like say we're talking about the beach. So do you like the little souvenir shops and all that, like the little tour? We call
no.
Do you know what they're called?
What do you call them?
Tourist traps.
Tourist traps. No, we just call them like little tourist shops.
Oh, well, you guys call it a shop, and we call it a trap.
A trap, yeah. We call it a shop because it's where you can go and just waste money on stuff that you will never ever use ever.
Yeah.
I don't need a shirt that says Pensacola or a shirt that says St. Pete Beach. I'm not ever gonna wear it.
When you're there, and the hermit crab sounds like a good idea. Well, just think, you have to transport that hermit crab home.
So when I was a child, we went to the beach one time, and I begged my mom for a hermit crab, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, "Okay, we'll get it," thinking it would die in like 2 or 3 months. I kept it alive for 2 years.
You had to keep buying it
Dead
shells,
serious.
didn't you?
Yeah, this thing like never died.
How big did it get? Because they get pretty
I
big.
it didn't get like massive or anything, but it got big enough I could put it in a hamster ball and it would crawl around the house.
That's cool.
It was really cool. Then I had to go find it.
So they have the little turtles too. My sister had a turtle that she got from one of those places, and it got to be like a size of a river pond turtle.
Really?
Did I just say river pond?
River pond. That's why I said really. Really.
You said, "Oh wow,
wow, that's pretty big."
Two
river
bodies
pond.
of water."
I bet James will tell you right now there ain't no river ponds over there. Yeah, it's a sea turtle, all right. Have you seen them river pond turtles?
Yeah, have you seen a river pond turtle? It's a lot of water.
For sure. There's huge river pond turtles over here.
I mean, it was a big turtle though. I mean, they start out very small. They're like little babies.
You see, I have a fear of traveling overseas though to another country.
Why?
It's because I can't speak the language, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a major barrier.
Yeah.
I mean, James is obviously speaking English. I mean, is English primarily spoken over there as like a second language?
I don't know. So like I've met a lot of people from other countries through these new platforms that we have, and all of them speak English fluently, and I can't speak one word in their language, and I just I don't understand. I mean, is this being taught in schools or over there?
I don't know.
Because we learn Spanish and we fail it.
I got a guy that watches me on Twitch, and he speaks Portuguese.
Yeah.
He's from Portugal, but like when he talks to me, it's in English. But if you go watch his stream, he's speaking Portuguese.
Did you say speaking?
Can't understand. Speeching. I lost English for a second.
You look like you had a little heartburn there too at the same time.
So it's the dairy getting to me. I need more dairy.
Hey, I need to settle that down.
But no, but I mean, yeah, and I'm like, I can't understand anything they're saying, and then I feel like it's like a disservice. Like,
yeah,
I think speak my language.
I feel like I would be a burden. Like I'm running around. I'm like, do you speak English?
Yeah. I would immediately turn. Well, my problem is I'd go into a shop like, I want the hot dog with cheese, and they'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, they go,
like,
okay.
I wouldn't just start out with, do you know English?
Pizza with pepperonis. And they're like, a slice or a whole pie?
And you're like, just a slice.
Just a slice. Just a slice. Actually, never mind. I'll see myself out.
There's a pizza place across the road because this is Italy. I know where the door's at.
I have another fear.
Or just start pointing.
And you can just play dumb like you're doing sign language.
Yeah.
I have a fear of flying overseas, and that's that none of my power sources will work over there. And I know they make adapters for this stuff, but what happens if I don't get the right one?
Yeah, they're on different electrical over there, ain't they?
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting at? Like, they don't have like a 120 outlet like we do.
No, they've got they look like drying machine outlets.
Yeah. Everywhere's on. Yeah, every country has their own version of electricity.
Why?
Or whatever you want to call it. It's just how they first started out. I don't know. I mean, we've went pretty far here ourselves in America. We went from 2-prong outlets to 3-prong, and now just about everything you buy has a 3-prong.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just different. And then our dryer outlets and stuff like that are,
Massive.
what, 210, 220s, whatever they're
know.
called. I don't know.
Is it-
210. Let's just call it 210.
I don't know. I don't know even know.
I'm like I know electrical. What
I
is
don't
it?
really even know what that means.
220? I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Stop
It's
saying
double
numbers.
the volts. Your wall outlet does 120 volts, so it's a 120.
So that's the outlet. So it's pushing that power out.
Many volts. Yeah, that means volts. Not that much power. Just the volts.
Volts means power, though, right?
No, it is not. Power is totally different. Power is your light bulb, like 40-watt light bulb. Watts equals power.
So what does volts equal?
Volts is just the how many volts of electricity there is.
You know what? I was about to
totally
ask
different.
myself.
I'm in electrical class right now.
It's
the only reason I know that.
I was about to say, how does Robert know this much about power? And I was like, oh yeah, he is in an electrical class.
Yeah, I'm in an electrical class right now. That's the only reason I know.
So did you know any of that before?
And then there's current, which is measured in amps or amperes or whatever. And the amps is actually what hurts you. Volts don't hurt you at all. It's amps because that's what travels through you.
That was the end of This Is the Thing, and now we're on to the Robert Devaney.
Hey, at least we learned something.
Education show.
This episode on Learning with Robert,
we're going to learn about currents.
Volts, currents, and watts. How do they intertwine, and how do they make sense together? This is what we're going to learn today, guys. Are you confused about any of them three? Well, by the end of this, you're not going to be.
No. I say you're going to know it all. Step 1.
Volts. Here's the volts.
Oh man. Are you going on vacation this year?
I'm wanting to.
Why did I say it like that? Why am I talking weird?
You've been around me too long.
I said, are you going on vacation this year?
This year?
Yeah, why did I just say, are you going on vacation this year?
This year?
Yeah, this year?
It's because we're at night.
At night.
Doing the podcast. At night. But anyway, no, so for some reason, I thought of you today. So a lady at work was talking, and I told her to call me Roberto.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, I can't call you Roberto because she said that's my husband's best friend's name. I was like, oh, really? She was like, yeah, if I call him and he doesn't answer the phone, I just 99% sure he's on the phone with Robert. And I was like, man, is that how Courtney feels about me?
Pretty much.
And Heather probably thinks about like, well, Robert ignored my conversation. He's probably on the phone with Dalton.
Yeah. I'll be on the phone with my wife and I'll see your name come through. I'll be like, hey, I got to take this real quick.
I got to take it. I always say it's work related.
Yeah.
Because I do work with you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got a work call coming in right now.
Hold on, I'll go, let me see what they need.
Golly, I'll call you right back. Never call back.
I never call back. I'm pulling in the driveway and I'm still talking to you.
Yeah. You get in the door and you turn it about work all of a sudden. Well, I told her she better get that cleaned up before I left. We've been talking about Golden Corral for the last 30 minutes. Yeah, wives, that's what be happening.
Yeah, we just
that made me think of you today.
We just let you in on the secret of actually what's happening.
So, I do plan on going on vacation this year. It depends how the bank funds are, and what exactly I want to do or we want to do.
You got Joe money.
I don't have no Joe money.
What happened to your Joe money?
You want to tell the people why it's called Joe money?
Go ahead.
So there's this restaurant that is close to where we work, and its name will be unnamed. But we say to go there and eat there, you have to have Joe money. The restaurant may or may not have the word Joe in it.
Yeah, and to be able to eat there, you have to have Joe money.
Joe money to go eat at Joe's place.
Yeah.
So we talk about having Joe money. And we're like, hey, I got some Joe money, so we might be going to Joe's that day.
It's really expensive.
It's like
$10 for some garlic knots. $10 for 4 garlic knots.
Hey, we went. Hey, let me tell you something now, guys. We went there and ate, And this man ordered he ordered like 2 appetizers and an entree. First of all, I don't know what came across him.
I
He
was
ordered so
hungry,
much food.
dude. I was hungry.
He got these garlic knots, and there was probably what, 20 of them?
If
15 to 20?
there was not that
15
many,
of them.
I
12.
would not have been
They're
upset.
big, but they were big. They were like that big.
Okay,
And let me
you're
finish
giving
the
them a
story,
lot of
'cause I
credit. There
remember
was
this.
like 6 or 7 of them.
No, there was at least 10. There was
Okay.
at least 10.
Sure.
And it's like these greasy, buttery garlic knots. And they're good size garlic knots. Well, he ate like 2 or 3 of them and he gave me one. Well, then he found out how much they cost and he was like, I gotta get all these down. And like, he just started. He started eating.
The bill hit
I
the bill hit the table. And I looked down at that bill and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta get these things down. I can't let these go to waste.
You know, it's good when the bill hits the counter. He's like, crap, I should overdrafted.
On some garlic knots.
On garlic knots.
I think I even said, hey, I know you said you didn't want any of these garlic knots, but can you split this with me?
When the guy sees, when your friend sees the bill and he's like, hey, if you want to eat some of these garlic knots and pay for the whole thing,
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that.
Hey, I know you said you didn't want any, but you can have some now.
And pay for it. If you eat one, though, you're going to have to pay for it. This man started eating food like, oh, crap, I got to eat all. Like, and I don't know what in your mind is like, this is really expensive. Now I have to eat all of this. Give me to-go boxes. I ain't wasting none of this. This is gold on this plate, son. Woo!
We haven't been back since then.
We went back once after that
Oh yeah,
with another person,
with an old friend.
with an old friend that you acted like you were dating that day,
Yeah,
and he got real embarrassed and didn't go back with us.
he did. I ain't never seen somebody's face turn so red.
Yeah. He's like, Dalton's like, honey, what's wrong? Why are you acting so weird?
I ordered for him. I put my arm around him and I said, he'll have the calzone.
Sometimes he has trouble ordering. Sometimes I need to do it for him.
Yeah.
If you ain't ever been embarrassed in public, don't hang out with me and Dalton,
Yeah, not a good idea.
because we'll get you there.
But you also, if you want to have a good time,
Yeah.
don't
You
hang
wanna
out with
have
me
fun.
and Robert.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Hey, we talked. Listen, I think this needs to go. I don't know whose TikTok it's on, if it's on yours or on This Is the Thing. But we talked some people into the walkthrough challenge.
Yeah, we did. Did you get that picture?
Yes, I did. So we started the thing. You want to mention this?
Yeah,
You do it.
Yeah.
You do
So, so we had this was during the beginning of COVID, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is like when everything shut down and there was nothing. I mean, everything was drive-through only. Well, I don't like going through drive-throughs. I absolutely despise it. I will not go through a drive-through. Robert, vouch for me.
He won't. He hates it.
So we
He eats in the car and he starts shaking.
I get nervous when I'm eating food in the car. I can't stand it. I hate it. So we go to this other restaurant. We can't say the names of these restaurants because it's endorsements and we could get into some problems here. So we go to this other restaurant.
They have an outside area.
Yeah. Chili and chips. It's really good stuff. So we're sitting outside or we're getting ready to... No, we pull up in the car and I did not want to go through the drive-thru. We drove there in a car. So we parked the car and we decided that we were going to walk through the drive-thru.
Mm-hmm.
So we filmed the first one, and I put it on TikTok, and it hit off pretty well. And then we started seeing other TikToks start popping up after the fact. So then, Robert, go ahead and fill them in on the next walkthrough.
So we go do it again, and we take a guy that we work with. He went with us, And we did the walkthrough again, get our food, and we're eating it. And as we're eating there, outside out in front of the place, it looks like the place is open.
Yeah.
It just passes off because like there's a few cars there between the workers.
We're sitting outside.
And we're sitting outside eating our food because we walked through the drive-thru and got it at the window and everything. And
if you've never been looked at sideways by a human being, walk through a drive-thru.
Yeah.
And the employees, it's like they forgot how to do their jobs.
People get turned, man.
Yeah. You're going to do what?
Employees get turned. Well, you're walking through. I don't think you can do that.
That's illegal.
And you're like, why? I didn't see a sign that says do not walk through drive-thru. I've never heard of such a thing. So anyway, the Cadillac pulls in, and we all know it wasn't like a cool Cadillac car. It was the SUV.
Yep.
And that means
old people.
Elderly people.
Old people.
The old people. So a crew of old people got out of the car.
Would you call this your average Golden Corral crowd? Or?
The average Golden Corral must have been closed that day.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. So we're sitting there eating our food, and they walk up, and of course we're not nice enough to say, it's closed. They pull on the door, and they're like, well, what's wrong? And they're like, well, how'd you get your food? And this was the moment right here, right?
Yeah.
I was like, well, the drive-thru's open. I said, we just walked through it. And then we sat out here.
And that old
that old lady looks at me and she goes,
you can do that?
You can do that? And I was like, I held up my food. I was like, yep, we got ours. I said, I've done it twice in the last couple of weeks. And she was like, well, Richard.
Yeah,
Richard, you see?
Looks at her husband, and husband's an old, grumpy old man. He says, I ain't.
Well, there's another couple with them.
Yeah.
And that guy was still in the car, and she was like, hey, Patty, go to ask James if he'd be willing to walk through and order the food. It's like she goes back to the car, elderly people. It took like a couple minutes. And so we just don't think nothing about it. Well, we see him getting back in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, dang, they didn't do it. Because we're like, this would have been just absolutely magical.
Yeah.
Right? So we go back. We finish our food as they're like getting back in the car. And we go get in Dalton's car. And as we're sitting there, about to pull out,
we see them debating. They're out of the car again, and they're at the rear of this SUV.
Yeah.
And we look at each other, and we go, they're not going to do it. There's no way. Right.
Well, they start walking towards the drive-thru, and we're like, this is it. I was like, Dalton, record it. And by golly, they walked through that drive-thru and ordered their food.
They hunched down in front of the intercom.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get,
Yeah. They fully embraced it.
It's the greatest moment
And
ever.
you know what? I felt like I really accomplished something that day.
Yeah. Our persuasion skills were on point that day. We convinced 4 old people to go against the grain and walk through the drive-thru.
I convinced 2 people today that I have a twin brother, and he does YouTube and Twitch for a living.
What?
I convinced 2 people today that I have a twin brother that does YouTube and Twitch for a living.
I heard you the first time.
Oh, and why'd you say what?
Because I don't understand.
They're like, I seen your video, and I was like, what? And they're like, on YouTube. I'm like, I didn't do one.
Not me.
They were like, yeah, you did. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about my twin brother. And they're like, what? I was like, yeah, he does Lone 5 Wolf Gaming on YouTube and Twitch. This is his big thing. And they're like, nuh-uh. And I was like, yeah. I said, he does it full time. I said, he's trying to. I said, he's got a little bit of following. I said, but not much. I said, he sells Pokemon cards on the side to try to make some money as well. They're like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, dude. And they're like, show me a picture. I just went and found like a really old picture of me at a really old store. And I was like, here he is. I said, that's not me. You don't have facial hair. And like, you can take a picture of yourself. I was like,
why would I
whatever. They're like, we want a picture. And then I'm like, I don't know how to get 2 of me in a picture. So I'm not good with Photoshop. This is the kind of stuff I did today.
Real productive work. I mean,
listen, that took like 2 minutes of my time. I don't even want to get into that.
There's a lot that goes into retail management, and that's one of them.
Yeah, lying to people.
No, just
I lie to people all the time.
Yeah, I do too. Hey, yeah, we don't have. There's nothing in the back,
guys. Yeah, when you listen, people.
There's nothing
PSA,
back there.
PSA.
Yeah.
People, when you ask an associate to go to the back and check, they don't do that. They don't really do that. Can you just go to the back and look? Yeah, I'll go right back there and just go back there. And
go back there and they just stand on there. We just stand on our phones.
Seems like, it's been a couple minutes.
It's probably.
Hey, ain't nothing back there, man.
I looked everywhere. They're unloading a truck right now, though. It might be here in the morning.
And I've started dropping the truck. Ain't done yet. And it's like 9:00 at night. Yeah. They're still on the truck, man. It might be coming off towards the end here. First, be glad check first thing in the morning. I would just call, though, if I was you. I wouldn't even make a trip in. I'd just call and ask if we got it. But yeah, they're still in that truck. Gonna be a while. It's definitely not back there. I even went to the other side. I went all the way to the other side because sometimes we keep you make up stuff to be like, there's one little metal bin over there that we kind of hide some stuff under every once in a while. But I looked over there and there's nothing over there either. So,
but let me add a secondary. Let me add a secondary to this. We say it's not in the back because it's not.
It's really not. Yeah, it's never in the back.
Usually it's not back there unless it's something, really, really big and you can only fit one on the shelf of that item or something. But usually it's all out there on the floor. I mean, what we got, you're getting it.
People have told me to go check the back room for it. I've never made it to the back room and just come back and been like, oh, yeah, it's not back there.
Yeah, it ain't back there.
Have you ever went to go do something for a customer and forgot about them? And like as you're walking the stores, oh, there you are! Like
I've been looking all over for you.
And they're like, I haven't moved. You're like, I know. I thought I missed you when I came out here.
Sorry,
and I've been
looking. That's my bad. Yeah.
But no, we don't have any.
Yeah.
But we don't.
They've been there for 30 minutes.
Yeah. I just want to let you know, I'm sorry it took me so long. I looked everywhere and I got stopped by. I started saying I got stopped by 4 other people. On the way around, like not one person stopped me. I was just on my phone or something. I'm just like, I had 4 other people stop me, and I was just, it's a busy place in here. Look around, look at this place, man.
It's a big place.
People start complaining, like, hey, can you help me? Man, I wish I could.
I'm helping this other customer right now.
Whenever, you know what? One question you get all the time.
What?
When you work retail, you get this question. Hey, do you work in this area? I always go
every day.
Sure don't.
Well, Ed,
do you work in this area?
When you manage retail, you don't have a response for that because you want to be like, well, no, I'm a manager.
Yeah, because then they're like, it's like the eyes get big. I need you.
Let me tell you something that just happened to me in electronics.
I was trying to get a buggy, and your maintenance person was puffing that smoke at the front GM door, and I just getting blasted with it. If you could just take care of that for me, that'd be great.
So I say, I work a little bit everywhere. What can I help you with?
I just go, no, it's usually not, but I'm trying to help out. What can I do? I'm always helping out, and it makes them think like they can't be mean to me. Like, well, he's just
he doesn't know what's going on back here. He's just helping out.
My favorite thing is when you work retail and you go help other retail establishments. And when they're there, they're like, do you work in this area? I'm like, I'm not even from this store.
I'm from another store. That's the greatest scapegoat out of anything.
I'm not even from here.
I don't know where anything is here.
I'm just sitting here to help.
I was sitting here to help, and I've just been standing in this one spot for 8 hours. I didn't know where everything's at.
I have no idea. But I mean, if it's dog food, I would think in the dog food somewhere.
Try over there.
The problem with customers in retail, again, guys, you think you know it all. Like, I can't tell you how many, here's another one that we get. Let's just talk about retail for a second.
I'm glad we're here.
Let's talk another one. The customers will be like, where's your pet department at? What's right back there? Well, it used to be over here, and I'm like, I've been here for 3 years, and
It's
it's
never been
moved. It has been right. Actually, it's been right there for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, it's never moved.
It's never moved.
Let me tell you another one.
Yeah.
I bought it here last week.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. We've never carried that item.
As it says Amazon or some other place.
I know it. I was here last week, and I bought a whole case of it.
Well, it looks here, man, like you bought it at Walmart. So try not to return it here, okay?
Yeah.
I would try going back there and returning it, okay? Yeah. A bunch of idiots. They think we're stupid.
Let me tell you something that happened. This is a true story that just happened when I was leaving work today. So you saw me shopping today, right?
Yeah.
When I was leaving. So I'm standing in a department, and I'm shopping. I've still got my identification on, my radio. I'm still suited. I'm still suited up I'm still in my superhero costume. And this child says, "You know what? Walmart workers, it's fine." This is a child, probably a 6 or 7-year-old little girl.
Okay.
She goes, "You know what? Walmart workers, I've got nothing against them, but I mean, my God, can they just stock the books? The book is out on the shelf over there." And
a 6-year-old?
A 6-year-old with her siblings and her father, they're 2 feet from me. I'm standing there in a tire. I'm just still browsing. I'm hearing it, just not looking over. And the father, I think the dad knew that I was standing there. He must have saw me. I don't know how you couldn't. And he goes, "Well, you know what? Maybe they ain't got it. You ever think about that?" And he leaves. And his children are still standing there. He walks away. I think he left because of embarrassment. Because I stood there for another 5 minutes because I already got what I needed. I'm still standing there, and he never came back.
You know what, though? I got one for you.
Yeah.
You know what I hate? How much is this person?
What?
How much is this person? Hey, real quick, can you tell me how much this is? I seen it over there. I didn't think it had a. I didn't see it was in a $4.98 spot, but I don't know if it's.
I don't know if it's really $4.98.
If it's $4.98, I'll get it. But if it's any more than that, and you scan it and you go, well, it says it's $5.57. No.
Or you scan it
and they try to give it to you.
Hey,
yeah. But I'm like, I don't freaking want it.
Here's one. They say, "Hey, it's a clearance item. Hey, can you scan this for me?" It clearly says clearance $1. Hey, can you scan this for me and see if it's really on clearance? I just don't think the price is right.
Yeah.
And you're like, it says it's $1 on it.
And this is Olay Spiritual Cream Makeup. And the label says Olay Spiritual Cream Makeup. I'm just taking a shot in the dark here. But
I'll scan it for you.
I'll scan it for you. I'll humor you. That's all right. The in the back people is the best. Is that in the back? I had that. That's every day. I had that today. Had a guy be like, "You got any more of that in the back?" No.
Sure don't, bud.
Really? I was like, "Yeah." So the truck ain't even done yet, dude.
So can you check for me?
No. I just told him no today.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I shot it down so hard today. I was in a bad mood though. I was like, no, the truck ain't even done. There's no use. And I was already back there earlier and I didn't see any. Will you go look anyway? You get those people? Will you go look anyway? Man, I'm telling you right now.
I can. I can go look for you, but I'm telling you.
You know, the fairy godmother didn't just fly in here and make some of that poof in the back. All right. I mean, I can go look again if you want me to, but it's just wasting not only my time, but your time as well.
Is it bad that we're sharing these retail secrets?
Nope. Everybody does it.
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
Hey, can I do a public service announcement?
Let's do it.
Hey, customers, I appreciate y'all so much. I really do. You pay my bills. You do. I'm able to put food on the table for my family because of you. But can you stop requesting a manager every time you don't get your way? Can we just stop doing that? Can you respect my employees' answer?
I can't. You know what? I wanted to can I add to that PSA?
Yeah, you sure can.
People who work as employees at retail establishments, can you maybe figure some stuff out on your own and not holler at a manager for everything? Maybe just use your own noggin.
Because you know exactly everything that I know.
So I got a perfect example of this.
Okay.
Someone paged an associate today, paged for a manager to go to a certain area for a certain thing. The certain thing could not be done because it was past a time threshold.
Mm-hmm.
And since it was past that time threshold, it's completely incapable of getting done, right?
Yeah.
So I called said number to area and I was like, hey, I can't come over there. It's past the time. The person responded with, oh, I just paged that so I could actually get you to come over here.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. I went, oh, so you just made that. You just hollered for me.
Oh.
So I would actually come over there. And they're like, yeah, because I was like, why didn't you just say,
hey, you come over
I
here.
need a manager over here. And they're like, yeah, you don't ever answer those or you don't ever come. I realized if I paged for this, you would actually come. I'm like,
serious?
okay, dude, I happened tonight at night is when it happened. And I was like, really? I was like, okay, well, I'm going to come over there anyway, now that I really don't want to. And I'll take care of whatever you need. And I went and done it. Sometimes employees take advantage of that too. Just use your own noggin, guys.
You guys
if make a mistake, we'll let you know.
But most of the time, I ain't going to say nothing to you.
Yeah, I'm going to actually maybe thank you for making decisions for yourself.
I'm going to come over to you and I'm going to pat you on the back. I'm going to say, good job.
Hey, you're a big boy now.
You made a decision.
I wonder between, especially the associates, not the associates, the customers.
Yeah.
Some of the questions we get, I wonder how they make it in life.
Hey, so you told me that you wanted me to put this said cart.
No, not the associates, the customers.
Oh, well, I'm going. I want associates. I'm a little upset.
You're on the associate spiel right now?
Yeah. I know you want me to put this said cart on this said shelf. So do you want me to actually put it on the shelf? Or you want me to... I'm just confused on what I'm supposed to be doing here.
And when I love it when customers are like, hey, do you got any of the, the butterscotch hand soap? And I'm like, I don't know. It'd be right over here. She goes, yeah, actually, here's the tag for it. It's empty. It's out. I was just wondering if you had any. And I'm like, well, let's like, if that's the label for it.
And that's a pretty big shelf.
It's a good sized shelf. There's clearly holds plenty on there. Yeah, I would think they would be right there.
Yeah. And I would say second guess is we don't have any.
If they're not there, hey, people, sometimes guess what? We don't have it. Sometimes it's just out.
Hey, guess what? Hey, Walmart and Kmart and Toys R Us and Amazon and all these retailers, all of them, all grouped up, they don't make these products. We sell them.
That's it.
So if Dial is out of the coconut mango hand soap, then Dial is out of the coconut mango hand soap.
And COVID has not helped with that at all.
It has not.
It has been bad. If You thought retail was bad. You should have been there during COVID.
I got photos, videos.
But yeah. So, man, this was a good one.
Yeah,
We covered a lot of different stuff.
we did.
At night.
And we covered everything at night.
At night.
Hey, Robert, take us home with This Is the Thing.
This is the thing. We need a theme song.
Yeah.
We gonna work on that?
We're going to work on it.
I want to spit bars.
We're not going to spit bars, but we're going to harmonize. We're going to do what we kind of... If you guys liked what you heard earlier...
You said you could teach me to rap.
There's a fee for that.
You said you could teach me.
I got to charge you for that.
What? How much does it cost?
However much you want to pay. I need money. I spent all my Joe money.
I told you I couldn't rap, and you said that you could let anybody rap. And I was like, I can't do it. And you were like, yeah, you can. I can get you to do it. And I was like, you can get me, but it won't be good. And you were like, I'll teach you.
That conversation never happened.
Are you lying on podcast right now, dude?
I'm not lying. I don't lie on this podcast.
You said that. You said that you could teach me to rap.
This is
you said anybody can rap.
Nobody.
I can teach you.
I would never say that because, I mean, the music that obviously that we have today, not anybody can rap, obviously. What you got next?
So you saying there's no hope for me?
There's no hope. Next.
I'm seriously upset right now.
This is the thing. Not everybody can rap.
Kind of hurt my feelings.
Good.
This is the thing. Dairy at night. This is the thing. Spring break, Florida people hate us.
Yep.
Absolutely hate us.
I'm telling you from firsthand. We hate you.
Learn it. This is the thing. When you get to wherever you're going on vacation, get a good lay of the land.
Yeah.
Figure out where the Golden Corrals are at. Figure out your hotel. Get a tour of the hot water heater. Do whatever you need to do.
This is the thing. A peninsula is a body of land surrounded on three sides by water.
A body of land. I've never heard of it. I'm like, look at that little body of land over there.
Hey, look at that. We should probably buy that little body of land over there. It's a good investment.
Did you go out when you was on the lake? Did you go to that little body of land that was on?
Hey, y'all remember that little body of land we went to last year? What was it called? Montana?
This is the thing. Retail associates and customers, get your crap together. We're sick of it. Okay,
yeah, I'm done.
This is the thing. When you ask if it's in the bag, we're just going to the bag, not looking at anything, and coming right back and telling you it's not back there. We're going back there, getting on our phone for 2 or 3 minutes.
We're giving you the truth.
And coming back and saying, hey, it's not back there.
This is at every retail establishment. All of them.
Doesn't matter where it's at.
All of them do it.
Everybody does it.
Unless it's online. Unless you shop online, then we have to get it.
And then, like, online, it's going to get to the point, like, hey, do you think this is in the warehouse? And they're going to be like, I don't know. Let me check. And they're not going to check. They're just going to
say no.
Yeah, they're just going to say no after they goof off on their phone for 2 or 3 minutes. They're going to give you that typical, please wait, Robert, while we research this.
And then that cool little beat comes on. Boom, boom, boom. Doom, 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 doom.
It just keeps changing genres. And then, like, it gets into like some little country vibe or something, and you're like, wow, what is...
This is the thing. Hold music is...
Some of the hold music feels like you should be doing like a slow-mo.
This is the thing. Hold music should be played on the radio.
Be a thing. I could spit bars to that.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Apparently, I never will rap.
This is the thing. Don't climb pyramids.
Yeah, you can go to jail for that.
You will be arrested.
This is the thing. Apparently, in the UK, most people fly.
Yep.
Over here in America, we kind of still drive a lot.
Because we're poor.
Because we're poor. Because we're poor. Maybe if more people would leave reviews,
we could make a little revenue on this podcast.
We'd make some more money.
Guys, we would never ask for money, but we're asking for money.
What point if we work retail and we want to quit our jobs? Do you not understand? No, I'm just kidding.
But we do.
But it's for real. Oh, that's all I got. You got anything else?
That's it, man.
Thing.
This is the thing. Keychains. We got keychains. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out on This Is the Thing at Night with Dalton Bradford and Robert Devaney. You can always listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts from. We post every Monday, YouTube, and all of the platforms. We hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you next Monday. Bye!